Have you guys read the comments under this Reddit thread?
Yes, I did. The one that says, you guys are not intelligent.
Yeah,
And then D-Brand's official response is just, yes.
You had 2 jobs, ask Valve and make the thing.
Yeah. Because they said they've redesigned it from scratch multiple times. At no point did anyone think, hey, has anyone asked Valve?
Where was their legal team?
This? Yeah. Now, this isn't the first time they've gone head-to-head with a company over design rights. They did the same thing with Dark Plates for the PS5 on launch.
You guys are stupid. You know that? Yes.
From DogHouseSystems.com, this is the DogHouse Podcast.
Welcome back to the DogHouse Systems Podcast. It has been almost a month.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And we're here. We have been watching the World Cup as an office.
We've been getting really into it. Robert and I think like 2 days ago, were like yelling at the TV.
Yes, we were
between
watching
work.
the Argentina and Egypt game.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people were yelling at their TV during that time.
I'm sure they were. It was a very stressful game.
Yeah, Waldo, who's been on the podcast before, was telling me that he left during the Colombia game near the end to go get some food, and on the way back he was stopped by a train, so he just was waiting for the train to pass while the game ended, or while did it go down to penalty kicks?
It did go down to PKs.
Yeah, and he was pretty upset about that. But yeah, no, it has been crazy. Have either of you run into traffic here in the Metroplex
No.
or larger crowds than usual or anything?
They're traveling through downtown Dallas. You're always going to get hit with traffic,
Yeah.
but I think the summertime has alleviated it. I feel like if people were still in school and everyone was coming down to travel, then it would be horrible. But it hasn't been that bad.
I think the worst of the traffic is probably around Arlington, where the stadium is located.
Well, we've got a ton of news, so let's dive right in with AI news. As always, there's a company called Slopfix, and at first we thought people were just calling them Slopfix. No, that's what they've called themselves.
I thought this was a joke.
Yeah, when I saw the name. Yeah.
Fully thought this whole article was a joke.
Yeah, I thought they were making fun of the company by calling them that.
Yeah. No, they hopped right on that trend and called themselves Slopfix first. So what they propose to do is it's 3 senior developers. They will look at your code, tell you how many lines of code they can get rid of using AI, of course. So your AI written code will be reviewed by them and their AI. They're using Claude Code. And they would charge you a maximum of $10,000 to refigure your code or recompile it. And if they can remove all of the lines that they promised to, then they get the full $10,000. If they can remove fewer than that number of lines, then they get a percentage up to $10,000. So I guess if you really, really need your code to be left as is and, in production and refactored, and you wouldn't just want to have, if you've already vibe coded it, why wouldn't you just have AI vibe code it more efficiently? I don't know.
They do say on their website, and PC Gamer did link their website. It says that they do use Claude Code, but their Claude Code is on an extremely short leash, saying, quote, "The difference is 30 years of combined experience about what maintainable code looks like, and the agent doesn't get a vote," end quote. So they maintain their AI super strictly, it sounds like.
I would love to see their system prompt, their base prompt.
Oh,
for
yeah.
everything. Yeah, just all of the rules that they have in place. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to see how they manage to maintain it that way.
Have either of you tried vibe coding anything?
Nope.
Nope. Me either.
I barely know how to code, so vibe coding.
Well, that's
for
what
me
vibe coding is
sounds-
for. Yeah, you describe what you want, and it gives you code that you can paste into your editor. Or
Okay,
yeah.
now that you've explained it, I have.
Okay.
I have. Only because I am
You don't have to defend yourself.
Well, I feel like I should. I'm not very proficient at code. My entire college degree was not about computer systems. So sometimes I need a little bit of help, and the internet doesn't know how to help me.
Yeah, I mean, what?
I wonder what the reviews for. Sorry, I didn't mean.
No, you're fine. Yeah, what the reviews for Slopfix are?
Yeah, I wonder if they've got, or I wonder if this is we're brand new.
Let's see. So they posted on Hacker News and went pretty viral on there.
Their website down at the bottom says no cookies, no tracking, no JavaScript, real people.
Nice.
Love it. Their website is so simple.
So they posted on Hacker News a day ago at time of recording. So this was fresh news yesterday. So they are brand new.
Yeah. The date of the gamer article was about a day ago as of recording.
Right.
So I guess
We'll have to see. I wonder if we'll have any further news about companies hiring them, because I don't know if that's something that their customers would want known that they had, or if they're just in the background doing work and then the publicly facing code is just fixed.
Yeah. I feel like that might be something companies don't want people to know, that their code is AI written.
Unless you are Microsoft, who else?
Unless you
Claude,
you have admitted.
Anthropic. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're bragging about how much of your code is generated.
Yeah. Robert, you got anything?
No, I don't know. My mind is blank right now.
Yeah, that's okay.
In other AI news, public outcry as Meta has created their Muse AI, which allows you to, among other things, utilize publicly available Instagram photos in your AI generations.
Without alerting them
Yes.
that their photos are being used.
Yeah.
It feels like every time we're talking about AI, we're talking about Meta.
So it is a opt-out feature. So everyone's opted in by default. You can opt out, but if you're not on top of things or you don't realize it, then your photos can't be used by the tool.
I feel like they should, after they update the app and they add in Muse image, it should be a pop-up that's like, you have been opted in for Muse image. Do you want to continue?
Oh, I was going to say
better
the
yet.
opposite. Just you have to opt in. You
Yeah.
have to say,
Yeah.
hey, I want my photos to be included. Yeah.
One thing they have is if your account is already set to private, you will not be opted in.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or,
perfect. I'll just switch mine to private.
just private your account, and you don't have to worry about people using your profile picture in AI images.
That's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this feature, the BBC article that we're referencing, talks about how there will be heightened scrutiny as regulators and campaigners will start to raise concerns. I mean, there have already been a bunch of concerns about AI generated images across like every part of society at this point. But this will probably tie back into the problems that people have had with Grok and X over those AI generated images. So I feel like they'll just kind of add this into that argument.
I'm guessing our Instagram presence will be opted out. Although we don't have photos of ourselves up there, but got to protect our logo, I guess.
It just feels like that's a way for a lot of gross and bad things to happen. Specifically, I'm talking about like I wonder if my brain is just like running so many miles a minute trying to figure. Yeah. Teen accounts.
Yes.
They haven't mentioned anything about those under the age of 18, what happens with those accounts. Now, Robert did say private accounts do not get opted in, but they haven't said anything about what happens to, I believe they have teen accounts, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Was that a separate application, or is that a whole new
that may
site?
be a separate app. The teen accounts.
I thought it was the same app.
No, it may be the same app, but I remember they're saying they have increased security, just settings in general to protect kids or teens. And I would think that would be one of the options, that they can't opt in at all to having their likeness generated.
Yeah, that would be nice if they can opt in. So by default, teen accounts across Meta are private by default.
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they can't turn that feature off or opt to not,
16 to 17-year-olds can change their accounts to public without permission unless they have set up supervision with their with their parent or guardian.
Got it.
But new accounts and the existing accounts will be set to private. They say 16 to 17-year-olds with existing public accounts will not be automatically set to private, and they can keep their account public without permission. Those are existing teenagers.
Okay.
But if you are 13 to 17 signing up for a brand new account, yours will automatically be defaulted to private.
And then you would need permission from a parent or guardian to change that, I'm guessing. Okay. Not to sound like the old curmudgeon that maybe I am. Man, the internet is too complicated nowadays, especially for children. I don't know. Like, I'm thinking just about like our niece getting online and like Roblox or YouTube Kids or, you know, whatever.
And how
It's crazy.
I wonder how no, it's not anything bad. I wonder how open they're going to be about doing this. Like, if you just open the app after updating, how would you know that now I have to opt out of this? Because most people are probably just using Facebook. They're not up to date with everything that comes out with the software update.
That's what I'm saying. You put a little pop-up on there.
Yeah. And
They
especially
shove,
for
like, a
kids,
banner,
like you just
yeah.
turning your kid's account public, you don't know what exactly the consequences of that are going to be if it's the case that they are opted in automatically once their account goes public.
Complicated internet. In other Meta news, Bloomberg is reporting that Meta is apparently, allegedly, building a cloud business to sell its excess AI computing capacity. So to rent it out, like AWS compute can be rented out from Amazon, which is interesting. In a Meta shareholder meeting in May of this year, CEO Mark Zuckerberg, apparently said entering cloud computing was definitely on the table, adding that companies were approaching Meta almost every week, according to him, to buy access to its AI models or spare computing power.
You know what this reminds me of? One of those furniture store ads where like, we have so many couches, we're basically giving them away.
The dump.
Yeah.
We have so much AI compute. We don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
We'll rent it to you.
You gotta have it, man. We
It's-
have too much and it's too
the
good.
Dump, but AI computing power.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy because we recently talked about the 8,000 employees that were laid off from Meta. So I wonder if this is what was causing the shift in budget and
They
causing
need to
all
pay
of the-
for all those
Yeah.
data centers that they're not, or the capacity that they're not actively using and looking to get rid of or rent out. Internet at home. Have either of you had to deal with shopping for an internet plan, finding one you think works, fits in your budget, has the speed you want? And Abby, I can see you. Yes.
This feels like a direct question towards me.
So I deal with this every year with my ISP. They'll say, hey, here is your new rate. It's $10, $15 higher. And I say, hey, new customers are getting the old rate or a cheaper rate. Can I get that rate? No. Okay, if I switch my plan, up or down a step, can I get that new rate? Yes. So every year or two, I go from 500 meg to a gig to 2 gig back to a gig. And it's just been a song and dance with them every year.
Really?
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's- So they'll say
honor,
yes.
They'll honor the introductory rate as long as I switch my plan,
That's
which
ridiculous.
is ridiculous. Yeah.
I've not had to deal with that yet.
Yes.
But-
okay. Yeah.
You're going to be getting the new entry
Yeah.
rate fee.
Yeah. So you'll have that nice rate for a year or two.
Yeah, my thing was that with mine, it was, and as someone who went to school for advertising, I can understand why you would want to do it this way. But as a consumer, I'm like a little mad
Yeah.
because they wanted me to opt in for auto pay and online billing
In order to get their
in
advertising.
order to get
Yeah.
the advertised discount. And I'm like, at this point, why don't you just advertise it as the original price?
Yeah.
Then tell everybody what you have to opt in for. But I can understand. I know that that's not as enticing to people as the lower rate. But it's just wild.
So with all that being said, the FCC is currently considering changes to the clear labeling rules that they have for ISPs. Currently, they are required to list every fee when you get your bill, every fee and what it goes towards, and if it's being passed through or if it's additional fee. The change would allow them to just have for advertising purposes, an up to price. So get this plan and it costs up to this amount. And then when you get your bill, it's just a lump sum. So you don't know if you're paying for, like, if it's a transmission fee, a partnering fee.
I don't like that.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think anyone does. And again, this is our personal opinion, doesn't necessarily reflect the opinion of DogHouse Systems.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty confident saying consumers don't like being charged a mystery fee, a mystery
Lump
bulk
sum.
amount.
Yeah.
I want to know if I'm paying for a router and I provide my own router or my own modem, which I do. I want to know that that's a fee. That way I can have just cause to say, hey, please remove this fee because I'm not renting your equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it's just a lump sum, they'll just say, oh, that's the amount you pay, take it or leave it. And what am I going to do? Go to Starlink? I don't know. Maybe.
The only other option.
They push hard enough. Yeah. Especially because as so many like apartment complexes and housing areas will only have one or two ISPs available to use. So you may just have one, source. You may not even have an option to go somewhere else and shop for a better price. Yeah.
That was mine. They said one.
Yeah.
Here's who we have.
Yeah, we have the option between two, but one of them is fiber and one is not. And
Yeah.
I'm not going back to not fiber. So so the option was take it or leave it.
Yeah.
The price. Yeah.
So the original FCC broadband labeling rule required that all ISPs itemize on the label all discretionary monthly fees, as Lorenzo talked about. Well, that drew a lot of complaints and stuff like that from Comcast and all of the other ISPs.
Because it's very difficult to tell people what you're charging
Because
for.
it's complex to list all of the hidden fees.
But they can charge all of those fees
Yes.
just fine. And they can account for them and they can pay them to whoever they need to pay them to on the other end.
Yeah, they don't have to explain it to you, but
It's hard for our customers to hear this thing, so it hurts us.
Yeah, it's hard for us to tell you that, hey, we need to pay Bob down the road for, the deal we cut with him 20 years ago that we can run a cable across his yard.
yeah.
Yeah. So we don't need you to know that. No, I think you should know what you're paying for. Definitely.
Yeah. So these changes have been in the works since October of 25.
Yeah.
When the FCC issued a notice of proposed rulemaking to let the public submit comments on the proposals. The outcome of that process is the draft order, which will be voted on in the FCC's July 22nd meeting and will take 30 days after it is published in the Federal Register to take effect.
Well, I'll have to be shopping for my first ever ISP pretty
Yeah.
soon. So all these things are nice to know.
Yeah.
That I'm going to be getting that first customer discount.
That was me
Yeah.
recently.
So the price that you see advertised is valid for 1 or 2 years, depending on if your contract term or if it's just a month-to-month thing.
Mm-hmm.
So good luck.
Yeah. Godspeed.
In more slightly upsetting news, again, personal opinion here, the ESA has stated in California State Senate hearing over the Protect Our Games Act that private servers are piracy and illegal, and they have lawsuits against private servers, and they name Minecraft, Roblox, other games as well.
Oh, no, that's just objectively wrong.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You can go to the Mojang website right now. Our listeners can go there right now if you're at your computer or if you're on your phone, and you can download an executable that will let you host a Minecraft server on your own without any intervention from Mojang or Microsoft, and it can just run on your computer and you can play privately with your friends and family. They are just giving it to you. It is not an illegal thing. It's not against terms of service. They're like, here it is. Go use it.
Well, okay. So the article that you're talking about was published June 30th.
Yes.
July 1st, the ESA,
Clarified, I think.
Entertainment Software Association, for anybody.
Sorry, I forgot to
who,
introduce you. Yeah.
I was like, who is the
I was
ESA?
just so ready to say this is nonsense, but yeah.
They issued another statement for additional clarity.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are thinking that they're backpedaling on some of their statements.
Yeah, I think they part of their update statement was that it was a very complex and multi-part question. In my opinion, it was not. It's very clear what is wrong with this. They stated it's illegal. And they said that they're specifically focusing on community servers, self-hosted servers, not community servers offered by that platform. So if you play on a private server hosted by Mojang or Microsoft or Roblox or, Rockstar, that is not their target. Their target is you hosting it on your own outside of that illegally.
But their justification for that makes no sense. You have to pay for the product anyway to even host your own private server.
Yeah, if you're pirating the game and you're pirating the software to host it, yes,
that's
clearly piracy. But if you buy Minecraft and you download the exe or the jar file from Mojang and you run it on your computer, it's not hosted by that company anymore, but it's not illegal. It's not against terms of service. It's not piracy. You haven't stolen anything at that point.
Yeah.
But
nothing more to buy.
Yeah. Yeah. Their brand new statement says, quote, private servers that host or distribute copyrighted game content without authorization infringes on the intellectual property rights of game publishers. The provisions in CAAB 1921 that proposed these servers as a legitimate alternative to keeping games running raises concerns about a publisher's ability to enforce their IP rights.
Yeah, so something like this would be more akin to Classic WoW before Blizzard created Classic WoW. So people would run their own servers, let you play without the updates, without the patches, without the new...
Yeah.
Not DLC, I forget what they called them, but expansions to the game. You did not buy that software and they didn't pay for it, but it was effectively a dead game at that point. There was no other way to play it. So that's, I think, now where they have shifted to focusing on things like that. Maybe the game is not available anymore and it's a community-run server to keep that project alive. Is that illegal? I don't know. That's what Stop Killing Games is trying to target. Hey, if you can't just abandon a game, you have to, if you're not going to try and actively make money on it, you should hand it over to the community. Is the Stop Killing Games the bill and movement that they're trying to play against, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was the article that I'm linked to, that is the updated statement, says that there are exceptions like the World of Warcraft private servers that give access without a subscription while making money in the game. Yeah. A City of Heroes private server was given official permission by their IP owners to continue operating on account of its good nonprofit focused behavior. So I wonder if it will be up to the discretion of the IP owner on whether or not these private servers will continue to function or not.
We'll have to wait and see how. I mean, this is all California, so it doesn't directly apply to us. We're in Texas, but could set precedent for other states to adopt the same posture and approach to similar cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the campaign volunteers said that they're not limiting it to California and they intend to introduce versions of it to other state legislatures.
We'll have to keep following it and keep you all updated. Keep ourselves updated as well.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. In a little bit of head scratcher news, the Steam Machine, we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but it's out. D-Brand, famous sellers of very expensive and cool stickers for your phone and cases. So they sell skins for devices.
Okay.
They created a companion cube, which is an item from the Portal games. And it is a case, basically, a little thing that slides over your Steam Machine, makes it look like a companion cube. They created it. They had molds made. They produced them. They set up pre-orders. They rented out college campus to film the the launch trailer for it. And at no point did anyone ask Valve, who holds the IP rights for Portal, hey, is this okay? Can we partner with you to make this and use your intellectual property for a product? So it's done. Valve apparently very nicely reached out through their legal department and said, hey, we own this IP. Please stop. Don't sell this. And D-Brand, according to their post, asked retroactively, hey, now that we've made it, can we sell it? And Valve said, no, you didn't ask us for permission first. We have to protect our IP. We can't set this precedent. Sorry. Just remove the product from your store, please. Stop selling it.
It's
like we go from a case of someone saying this is illegal, this is piracy, kind of debatable.
Yeah, and this one is
blatant,
straight up.
Just taking someone's
trying to make money off someone's IP without
Exactly.
ever considering asking them.
It is astounding to me that most people don't realize that companies like Valve have intellectual property
and
to defend.
They have to defend it, otherwise they lose that right to that intellectual property.
It is the same thing that happens. Most people I have heard on the internet get really mad at Disney, at the Disney Corporation, for taking people to court over, their IPs, their logos of Mickey and Minnie and all of their characters. They have to do this.
Yeah, people get mad. They think, big corporation just wants to keep me down and stop me from saying.
Yeah.
No, they legally have to, whether they like it or you like it, like if they don't defend that IP, they lose the rights to that IP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that it is a clear IP ripoff, that thing is cute as heck,
Is
dude.
it? Really?
Yeah. Where was it?
Oh, the cube. Yeah, it is.
It is.
Very cool.
I do not play Portals. This is like maybe one of the first times that I am hearing about it. But it is so cute.
Yeah, it would look real good with your $1,400 or $1,100 Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Or Steam machines.
Yeah. And with the,
Yeah, that's the other part.
that's the other part. And you got to wait for it.
I guess in theory, if they had sold one, you could just put it on a shelf. It does stand on its own.
They did send a couple
Out to creators and reviewers.
Yes.
Yeah. Who now have an illegal merch item.
Yes. Steam Deck HQ has a article posted by someone who has received the companion cube. They do also have they did also have a poverty cube. So they had the companion and the poverty cube listed. I was trying to find
I hadn't heard of the poverty.
I was trying to find the actual website so I could see what the poverty cube looked like.
I don't know. When I search that, I just see the companion cube over and over again.
Oh, all I get is the budget-friendly or low-power custom drafting format and Magic the Gathering.
I think that's something. I think that's something different. Okay.
Have you guys read the comments under this Reddit thread?
Yes, I did. The one that says, you guys are not. I'll say not intelligent.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then
reading
D
that one
Brand's
right
official
now.
response is just yes.
You had two jobs. Ask Valve and make the thing.
Yeah.
What is your legal team doing? Not tapping you on the shoulder and telling you a way out before
It
this?
just amazes me that at no point because they said they've redesigned it from scratch multiple times, which means getting new molds made for the injection molding process, getting new samples in, new designs, like 3D modeling it. At no point did anyone, oh wow, at no point did anyone think, hey, has anyone asked Valve?
Where
Can
was
we
the
legally
legal
make
team?
this? Yeah. No, this isn't the first time they've gone head to head with a company over design rights. They did the same thing with dark plates for the PS5 on launch.
You guys are stupid. You know that? Yes.
So when the PS5 launched, they had their dark plates, which are just a blackout version of the white, I don't know, what do they call it? The little popped collar side panels that it has. And Sony sued them. Said, hey, please stop making this. You have our, and they put the little, like a square, circle, X, triangle all over it. So then they made Dark Plates 2.0, which are a different design and have different little things embossed on them.
There you go.
All right. If you want a really good laugh, just go read the comments.
Go read the
of this
Reddit thread.
threads.
Yep.
It's pretty funny. Yeah.
These people do not hold back their
No.
opinions.
No. And a little bit of credit to Deepren, not for not asking, but for sort of, saying, okay, hey, we messed up. We're not going to make it. We're not fighting it. Don't hate Valve for it. It was our fault. We didn't ask.
They
about
spent 7 months on this project,
Yes.
and not one of them thought maybe we should go ask the people
No.
who own the IP.
it. Yeah. No, not at all. Maybe they'll make something legally dissimilar.
To Valve, sorry. To Valve, thank you for the portal and sorry for the headache. We
Yeah.
should have asked first.
I wonder if they're thinking Valve is just so generous.
They
that-
probably thought, Valve will be fine with
Yeah.
it. But yeah.
can't-
I think if it's like a random solo dev making a game like based on one of their games, they'd probably be okay with it. But when an international company is straight up counterfeiting your product at that point, it's a little different.
All right.
Well, in gaming news now, transitioning a little bit, GTA 6 has a release date, has a price, has a digital only. There are no physical copies. If you buy it physically, you get a code in the box, and has some questionable maybe DLC practices, or I guess deluxe edition. Yeah.
It has a price, all right. I remember years ago, I was always saying, if GTA 6 costs $120, I'm still getting it. If it costs
It's all his fault.
I'm still getting it. But now that the price has been revealed for the base as 80, I'm still getting it. But I'm like, no. I think it could be the first game that's $80 that I can say that's worth it.
Yeah, I have no doubt. Like Tears of the Kingdom, $70.
Mm-hmm.
I got more than $70 worth of enjoyment out of that game.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, so the base edition does not include a few, it seems like, stores for customization.
Yeah,
That's an extra $20. How do you feel about that?
That's the big controversy, that they're adding customization options and entire areas of the map which are cosmetic, and just locking it to an additional $20 price. And after further thought, I still do not like that. That is a bad precedent to set, and I feel like it's going to cause a bunch of people to start even more implementing restrictions on the base game that they just add an additional price tag onto.
Yeah. So Abby, the game release, it will release, like, you buy it for $80, you get the game.
Yeah.
But if you want to go to, it seems like the way they're doing their customization,
5 stores.
yes. So those stores will won't be in the game, or will probably just be locked. Like, you can't enter them unless you buy the deluxe edition or the upgraded edition.
For how much?
$20.
$20. So instead of an $80 game,
$100
you'd be $100.
Yep, if you want to go to get a nicer haircut that's not all available in the base game, you got to cough up those extra $20. Or
you can go to like a custom barber shop instead of going to like, no hate against Supercuts, love Supercuts.
Yeah.
But instead of Supercuts, you can go to the actual barber if you know.
I wonder what they're going to do when you try to go into those stores. If they're like the bar, they're just going, no, we're closed, man.
Oh, you think they'll have someone like push you away?
I think that would be really funny.
I think the doors just wouldn't open.
I think it would just be like part of the.
You would just run into.
You can see like someone else customizing their character in there. The other part of this that I haven't seen reported on as much is that when you buy the game, you get a month of GTA Online included for free. That right now, at least, as of all the details they've released, will only apply to GTA Grand Theft Auto 5 because there is no online at launch for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Isn't that a subscription based?
Yes, it is. Which then, if you get a month free, do you have to provide them card details or just save your card on file?
That's what I'm.
And then auto enroll you.
And how much is it online?
Is it $7-8? I think a month.
That can rack up.
Yeah. If they follow the same thing they did with Grand Theft Auto 5, I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, Robert, about a year before they introduced GTA Online for 5.
I'm not sure.
Okay. I think it was a year. But that's a lot of money to just throw away.
Yeah.
Essentially buying the game again. The other thing is for our DogHouse customers, this is on console only. So
to be completely clear, GTA Online isn't required to play online.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just an addition. It gives you additional items and more money and stuff like that.
And I think to be a little bit fair to Rockstar, you do get access to their back catalog of games as well with GTA Online.
Oh.
So you can play some of their older games included with
okay.
the subscription. Mm-hmm. But if you're buying GTA 6, sorry, I keep saying GTA, Grand Theft Auto 6, I think that's the game you're going to want to play at least for the first month.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not going to use that back catalog of games anytime soon, I wouldn't think.
I feel like, and there's a statement at the bottom of this article from PC Gamer that Rockstar simply should have just offered this as $100
It
game.
should have just been $100 game,
And
and that's part that DLC is part of the game.
Feel like I agree with that because it would be kind of sucky if I, not saying I would, but hypothetically, if I were to buy this game and I were to spend the $80 and then I found out later on that it was $20 to buy,
You need to cough up another $20.
I have to cough up another $20 for customizations. I'd be like, what the heck, dude?
I'm kind of iffy on that because I feel like
You'd rather have the $80 base price.
yeah,
to get in?
some people, I'm like they're fine with it. They're like, I don't want to spend $100 on a game, but I'll spend $80, and I don't really mind that much these extra customization options. As long as I get to play the rest of the game, I'm fine. And it just gives more options at a cheaper price.
Just saying for those people who won't care about the customization, who would just play for the story and the gameplay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see both ways. There's some games where if there is a DLC included with the deluxe, I may pay up front for that to get a little bit of a discount. But I'm not generally one that worries about pre-ordering or the deluxe edition if it's just like the soundtrack or extra in-game customization. But if it's, hey, you can have the DLC for $5 or $10 less if you give us your money now, I might do that. But yeah, I don't know. It's rough because looking back to Nintendo, Mario Kart World is $80. There is much more game here in Grand Theft Auto 6 than just actually more game.
Right.
So yeah, if it had been $100 and they just hadn't said anything about the customization, I think people would have been okay with it. But knowing that extra $20 is going towards customization, and then they say, "Oh yeah, it's $80 or it's $100," is a little bit rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, their release date could mess up their nomination for the Game Awards.
Yeah.
So, Grand Theft Auto 6 announced they would be releasing November 19th. If we didn't already say that beforehand.
I think we forgot to. I think I forgot to say that.
So it will be releasing November 19th, which is immediately before the eligibility cutoff for the Game Awards.
So people need to vote really fast.
Yeah. So you got to play the game and then vote.
Day. Yeah.
I feel like they're just going to put that one off for the next year.
Yeah, I think so.
No way they're going to be like, okay, with the few months that we have of experience with you, we're going to put you on to the Game Awards with people who've been playing your other games for the whole entire year.
There was a report that came from Brazil that made the claims, so these aren't proven or anything, that Rockstar won't distribute the reviewed copies of the game to the press and instead go back to the late 2000s practice of controlled review events.
Wow. Okay.
I don't blame them. There's a lot of leaking.
Yes. Yeah.
With the GTA 6 in general, and I feel like I've seen over the years a lot of the times games get released early to the press and they just end up in the hands of a Redditor who posted a bunch of gameplay
the
online.
Entire thing. Yeah.
Sorry, Polygon did approach Rockstar on a comment, but hadn't received anything from them.
Yeah. I think it'll probably be I have not played any of them extensively, any of the Grand Theft Auto games, so people seem to love them. I think Rockstar will release a good game. I think you can be pretty confident in that. But if not, PlayStation and Xbox both have return windows. If you really don't like it, maybe, or is it if you launch
PlayStation's
the game, really?
returns policy? Yeah, PlayStation return policy is horrible.
Right?
Did they change it?
I thought they changed it. They changed it to do with the people like buying the game, downloading it, taking their console offline, and then refunding it.
Oh yeah, that's what they did.
So there's some control there that now checks if you've downloaded and you haven't deleted it yet.
So they made it even more strict.
Made it even more strict. Yeah, okay.
So,
I was thinking of Steam will give you 2 hours or 2 weeks.
PlayStation gives you, if you played it, you keep it.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
even if you launch it, wow.
Yeah, if you launched it, you keep it.
That's rough.
Crazy.
So maybe just wait.
Yeah. And there's no
more.
more physical copies, so I'm not even sure if you could return a physical copy to like a...
Yeah, it's just a code in the box. Once that's redeemed, the retailer doesn't have any way to...
I don't think...
they can't put discount it and then put it back on the shelf. It's redeemed to your account.
Yeah. So they do say that the Game Awards voting dates aren't set in stone. So there could be a chance that GTA 6 could make it into this year's Game Awards, but it will be a very, very tight deadline for them.
If not Grand Theft Auto 6, then what game would be Game of the Year?
Crimson Desert.
I was thinking Crimson Desert too. Yeah. Why not?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see who the nominees are, who people end up nominating.
In moving over to Microsoft news, things are not okay over at Microsoft.
What have they ever been lately?
Well, under Phil Spencer, they were on the, campaign that everything is an Xbox. You can play your Xbox games on PC, on Steam Deck, on your refrigerator, anything that has a web browser could essentially.
Yeah, but then they rolled that back, didn't they?
Yes, yeah. Under Asha Sharma, the new head of Xbox, they have been reorganizing, to say the least. I think they have. Let's see here. Xbox specifically. So Microsoft has its own round of layoffs. Xbox specifically is cutting 3,200 jobs as part of their reorganization, restructuring, refocus on Xbox brand instead of making everything an Xbox. They are divesting from studios. They are selling off studios, restructuring who studios report to. So Mojang and I think I know Mojang for sure will now report directly to Asha, the head of Xbox, instead of having its own reporting structure.
Yeah. Activision will largely focus on Call of Duty.
Yep. Blizzard, currently unclear what's going to happen with Blizzard.
They are hosting BlizzCon in September, the 12th through the 13th. So maybe we'll see more information from Blizzard then.
Yeah. King is the other one that will report directly to head of Xbox.
Bethesda's going over some sizable changes. Arcane Studios is currently under Bethesda's wing. So it's unclear what Arcane Studios' future is going to be if Bethesda remains. But some of their other studios remain open while some of them have been hit by layoffs.
Yeah, Obsidian Entertainment, the original creators of Fallout, have faced a loss of 60 to 70 employees, accounting for about 25% of their studio workforce. Let's see here.
Halo Studios is remaining at Xbox. They're currently working on Halo Campaign Evolved, a remake of the first game to be released at the end of July. Then it's unclear what'll happen after that.
Rare's upcoming game, Everwild, has been canceled as part of the shakeup, which is pretty sad. Rare, a huge Rare fan in my childhood. Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark. What else was there? I think Conker's Bad Fur Day. Not that you should be playing that as a kid, but yeah. Now they're just working on Sea of Thieves, it looks like.
World's Edge, responsible for Age of Empires, is one of their least discussed studios.
Yeah, I have not seen anything from them in a while.
Yeah. They remain active, implying that the series is still a priority IP for Xbox. Their latest game was 24's Age of Mythology Retold.
Yeah, it's amazing me how many IPs Xbox studio, like the Xbox division, has.
Yeah.
And the relatively small number of games that they are pumping out.
There's some of them that I didn't realize were under the Xbox name.
Yeah.
Just because you wouldn't think that they would be Xbox.
I think the big console still, besides the Switch, still the PlayStation 5, PS5 Pro. Like, Sony Studios are releasing massive games all the time.
Yeah, they've got some good ones.
Yeah. On the topic of Sony, They've not been doing too well either, actually.
Oh.
Sony has removed from its PlayStation Store titles from Studio Canal. So affected customers, as of September 1st of this year, so upcoming, affected customers will no longer be able to stream 551 titles from the PlayStation Store.
Wow, that's crazy.
So whether you rented them, they were part of this subscription, or you purchased them digitally, they are gone. No refund, no recourse to seek your compensation.
That feels like if you like physically own it, like
And
if
they
you
just
have
Come in, take it out of your hand.
the
and-
physical copy, you should be able to play it.
Yeah. Oh, these are all digital stores. So if you purchase it digitally,
Oh,
it is
okay.
gone. Yeah. Yeah. So if you have the disc, you still have the disc.
Okay,
But they're removing all of the streaming titles from their library.
got it.
Yeah.
So if you have the physical copy, you
Yes.
can still play it.
Yeah. But
Okay.
if you bought it digitally, it's gone.
Okay.
Or it will be gone.
Don't worry, they have a solution for that coming up.
Yes. Yeah. Good luck with your physical media.
No.
Because Sony physical disc production is ending in January of 2028.
No more physical games. No more physical movie or physical
Just-
disc
yeah.
for games.
For games.
That's
Any-
crazy.
Yeah.
So any games that were released before that date can still produce discs after that date, or they'll still have a stock of discs to let them produce.
Okay, but if
Blu-rays.
a game is released
Released
after that date,
it does not have the option to release on physical media. It will be probably just a code in the box.
wow, okay.
Just not great. So right after they essentially prove, hey, you don't own anything on our platform. We can remove it if we need to. Mm-hmm. Say, oh, also everything's all digital now.
Yeah.
It will be all digital now, which seems like a great 1-2 punch of, please don't play on our console. But hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people are going to be signing up to probably purchasing PlayStations right now in preparation for Grand Theft Auto 6,
Yeah.
which has said from the beginning, code in the box is what you get if you go and buy it physically.
Oh, okay.
It feels like a kind of a master plan here. GTA 6 first announces we're not selling any disc at all. Immediately afterwards, Sony asks, we're stopping productions of discs for our games. And it feels like it's kind of planned there.
Yeah.
The Sony erasing digital content is in the UK.
Is it? Okay.
Sony recently informed its PlayStation customers in the UK that they will no longer be able to watch previously purchased movies and shows from production and distribution company Studio Canal.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I was
you're
like,
fine, yeah.
this.
Yeah, so this isn't the first time this happened on the Sony store.
Yeah.
So in 2023, Sony said that it would have to pull 1,318 seasons of Discovery, like Discovery Network.
Due
shows
to
from-
licensing. Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
They already also pulled 314 Studio Canal titles from libraries in Germany and Austria in 22.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I did not mean to bring that back.
Good,
But
good info to have.
that's crazy about the discs.
I am a huge proponent of buying physical. Okay, no, I can't say that entirely because my entire games library on the Switch for Nintendo consoles is digital.
All digital, yeah.
On Steam, it is all digital. But for my media library, I will buy Blu-rays, DVDs, and just use those and host that myself.
I used to do that, and then it got extremely hard to find a Blu-ray DVD player that it would be.
I have 2 Blu-ray drives, so I have
Yeah.
the one I use and a backup as well.
Nice.
Yeah, but I just host them for myself on Plex.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got my binder full of all of our media. So, or I get at this point, it's 2 binders. You know, they only hold so many, but yeah, no.
Well, Sony's making room because they recently announced the Flex Strike Fight Stick, which when you first told me about this, I wasn't really sure what a fight stick was.
Yeah, you just looked at us a little confused when you heard us talking about Fight Stick earlier this week.
Yeah, I know a lot of these fighting game controllers, and I'm glad they're releasing one alongside with the newest fighting game coming out, Marvel's Tokon. And I'm not sure if this is the first of Sony's accessories that explicitly is made for both the PlayStation 5 and PC.
Oh, is it? So they're
Yes.
included. Okay, that's cool.
It's made to be compatible with PC wirelessly.
So it does come with a sling carrying case and will be retailed for $199.99.
$200?
$200. You were able to start pre-ordering June 12th, and it is set to release August 6th, the day in which Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is released as well.
You know, those type of controllers usually go for around that price.
Oh, people get very into them. You can switch out the switches. You can do like micro switches. You can change out like the gate arrangement so that the joystick feels different or has different stops. Yeah.
I believe that I knew that a lot of people modded their
Yeah.
game controllers. So
Now the Steam controller seems like a deal at only $99.99. I could buy 2 of those.
There you go.
yeah.
Oh man, no. I'm glad
Probably
it comes with a sling, so you're not having to worry about finding a backpack to fit this. Because this type of thing that people would probably take
Take to like an event.
to an event or to a friend's house or just
Yeah.
travel around with. Yeah, this isn't just something you would leave at home. That's cool. So if you're into fighting systems, I don't know how this compares. There's not a lot of details about like the switches it uses or the gate that it uses or anything like that, which people who like these are very into. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's competitive with what else is out there. All right, Steam Machine. It's out after maybe a year of everyone trying to guess how much, when, RAM, SSD. The base model with no controller is $1,049.
Ooh, how much memory do you get with that one?
You get 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is upgradable, but who's going to upgrade their RAM during these, during the RAM apocalypse?
How much?
Call it what it
How much storage do you get?
512 gigabytes, which is not enough for more than 2 or 3 AAA titles. If you want to step up to the 2 terabyte model, it will run you, I believe, $1,400 with the controller. It is it's about in line with the RTX 5050, if not a little slower in rasterized games.
Ooh.
So it's not a high-end system by any stretch, but Valve, their messaging originally was that it would play games at 4K resolution, 60 FPS. The big asterisk there was with massive upscaling. So with upscaling set to ultra performance, which renders the game at 720p, upscales it to 4K. They have since removed that messaging that it's a 4K 60 device.
Oh.
Yeah, so they backpedaled on that, but just it's kind of tough because they don't really have a like people are mad about the price or upset about the price, but there's not really much they can do with RAM and SSD pricing the way it is.
Yeah, just wait. The 512 gig with a controller is $1,128.
You save a little bit buying the controller with the console, but
Yeah.
it's still
And that comes with the Steam controller, a 2 terabyte with extra faceplates in red fabric and solid walnut.
oh wow.
How fancy. Is $1,349, and the 2 terabyte with a controller and the extra faceplates, so the all-in-one, $1,428,
Yeah, it's rough.
and all are waitlisted.
Yes. I was telling Robert I signed up for the wait list for the 2 terabyte with the controller just to see if I would get that or my controller invite first. I'm not buying one. I didn't buy one. And I apparently got the email over the weekend saying, hey, you can buy it. I didn't. I realized that I had received the email earlier this week and I had already missed the window, but I'm not going to buy one. I just want my Steam controller, honestly.
That's okay. If you scroll down on their website that says core features that define the Steam Machine, the second one is small form factor, and they have a photo of the form factor and then a banana on top of it.
It's tiny. Yeah, it's roughly 6 inches cubed. Yeah.
They say that there is input-output for days, ready for all the peripherals and monitors that you can throw, but don't actually throw things at it.
Yeah. It does run SteamOS, which as part of the announcement, Valve also has said, hey, SteamOS now supports pretty much any system running an AMD GPU. So they have said officially that they're working with NVIDIA on NVIDIA support for GPUs, but if you're running an AMD CPU GPU or even an Intel CPU AMD GPU, you can install SteamOS and just get the same experience, but probably on a faster platform if you have a relatively modern system. Robert, you have any interest in running SteamOS on your machine?
No.
That's fair. Yeah. Me I run it on my handheld, but I mean, I've been running that for a while. It's worked just fine on there, but probably not on my main system. So, yeah, I've moved back from, oh man, it's already been a month. I tried Cashy for a little while. I'm back on Windows now. Yeah. A little bit of good news. Pal World. Have either of you seen Pal World? The non-Pokemon, but don't tell Nintendo that because they lost the lawsuit.
Oh, the quote Pokemon with guns survival game. Yeah, I've seen it. We've talked about it a couple of times.
I had a lot of fun playing that. We hosted our own server.
Yeah,
legally within the terms of service. Pal World just gives you the.
You're not in California.
Yeah, I'm not, but I have to reiterate, it is perfectly fine. They give you the executable and how to run it, but yeah, we had a lot of fun playing that at launch. Their store page has said consistently the price may change as we get closer to or after the 1.0 release. They have said officially, hey, following the 1.0 release, the price will remain $29.99, which is just a little bit of good news. You don't have to panic buy it now. You can wait for the full release and then purchase it once it's non-early access, and you get the same price that everyone else does. Just something good to throw in there. Something cool I saw. There is a DRM-free open source printer project, and they finally have shown off a working prototype. So this is a printer you could build yourself with open source software, provide your own ink without any worry about having the more expensive than gold little cartridges of ink warn you that they are almost out of ink and you can't print because they're low. Not completely out of ink, but that it's low and now you can't print. That happens on ours. We have a brother at home, a brother printer, and it's always telling me, hey, I'm trying to print just a black and white document. It's like, hey,
no cyan.
Yellow, yeah, no cyan, no yellow, no magenta, can't print. I'm like, really? Like, so I made the mistake of just buying the black ink. So I replaced that one, and that's full. And it's like, oh, I can't print. Sorry.
Wow.
I need the other colors to be available.
I need you to spend more money.
Yeah.
But that's why you just get a black and white printer. Makes things a whole lot easier.
We print a surprising amount of just photos, like photo paper, like we'll print them and put them in frames and stuff. Yeah, rather than going to Walgreens, Kinko's. Yeah.
I just pay the maybe $1 or $7, and I get a crap ton of photos from Walgreens.
But then Walgreens has your photos.
Oh.
That's so. I'm sure our listeners can realize now. I am very much a my data with me type of person.
My data, my information.
Yeah,
Nobody else gets it.
I mean, we host our own server at home to do all of our photos and everything. They don't leave our network. Yeah. They'll never find. Well, they know where I work. Great. Yeah, so that's a big concern for me. And chances are they're not going to do any with them. They're not going to hold on to them. But in the off chance, I'd rather not.
That's fair.
Expose myself to that. Yeah. But yeah, so if you are into open source computing or printing, you can cut that question. So 2 games that I saw that are releasing soon. So probably by the time you're hearing this podcast, these will be out or about to be released. The first is Halo Campaign Evolved, which is it seems like a remake of the original Halo Combat Evolved.
Talking about that a little earlier with Xbox's Studios.
Yeah, so that is still on track. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
July 28th.
Yeah, should release on 28th, and that is going to be a purchase for me. I'm going to pick that one up.
Yeah, Xbox couldn't dream of cutting Halo Studios out.
They would just have to end Xbox.
Yeah, they would just be over.
I think there would be a giant riot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Halo and Call of Duty are the 2 that Xbox probably will never, unless somebody does something catastrophic.
Yeah, if anything, Halo and Call of Duty would be cutting them out. And
they would just do their own
thing.
thing.
Kick them out of the whole Xbox headquarters.
I'm sure lots of other investors and companies would love to grab the rights to Halo.
Yeah.
Or Call of Duty even. If shooting things and people and weapons are not your jam, you might like Database Detective Minor Crimes Division, which is out on July 17th, so a little earlier than Halo. It is a game where you solve crimes by writing actual SQL or SQL queries. And they say, if you don't know how to code or write queries, don't worry. The game includes a less than 20 pages long textbook that'll teach you everything you need to know.
Solve criminal cases through the power of SQL queries. Help out the city of Los Angeles by becoming a database detective in this new unpaid work from home opportunity.
There you go. That does have a free demo available. So if you want to check it out before release, I'm thinking I'm going to pick this one up. And
I might pick the demo up. If I like it, this may be one of the games that I pick up.
Yeah.
Which will be surprising.
Yeah.
We have some sad news here at the DogHouse podcast.
Yes.
Robert, this is your last podcast episode with us.
It is. Thank you guys for all the fun times on the DogHouse System podcast, whether we've been talking about Microsoft Crocs or crazy shows and games and a whole lot of AI.
A whole lot of AI.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us for the podcast. So we wish you all the best on your next journey.
Yeah. We're going to miss you, bud.
Yeah.
I'll miss you guys too.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to about do it for this week's episode of the DogHouse Systems podcast. Abby, how can people get in contact with us?
Yeah, you can email us at podcast@doghousesystems.com. You can leave us a voicemail at 972-810-4347, or you can DM us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and Threads at DogHouse Systems.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Bye.